Hello everyone, myself Narayan Pawar, HOD of Electrical Department at Praveen Patil, College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar. Department Electrical Engineering, Subject Electrical Substation Practices, Subject Code 22633, Semester 6. Chapter number 4, 33 kV substation. The content of this chapter is that need of 33 by 11 kV substation, then 33 by 11 kV substation equipment, which are the main component and equipment used in 33 by 11 kV substation, and accessories. Then we have to see the function and rating capacity of each and every equipment, power transformer, lightning arrestor, instrument transformer, current transformer and potential transformer, which are required in 33 by 11 kV substation, ST fuse, isolating switches, that is the isolator, insulators, control and relay panel, which are required for 33 by 11 kV substation. Then substation transformer, capacitor bank, battery and battery chargers, as well as circuit breaker. So these are the main component which is required in 33 kV substation. Next, we have to draw the layout and single line diagram of 33 kV and see the each and every parts of 33 kV substation. Next, earthing, equipment earthing and systems earthing. So we have to see the comparison between equipment earthing and system earthing in this chapter. Then routine test, preventive test and breakdown maintenance, that also the point for 33 kV substation. Then BDV means breakdown voltage test on the power transformer oil. Next, safety precaution followed by the routine test, preventive test and breakdown maintenance for 33 kV substation. So first we have to see the need of 33 by 11 kV substation. Why 33 kV by 11 substation are required? Why the needed of this substation? So first point, for the power from the generating station is to be brought near to the town or cities of the high terminal transmission lines. Generating voltage near about 3.3 kV, 6.6 kV or 11 kV from the generators. For the economy, it is to be step up in the switchyard of the generating systems by the high capacity step up power transformer from 11 kV to 132 kV or 220 kV or 33 kV and so on. Then power received in receiving substation at 132 kV substation. Power is needed by different consumers, bulk consumer, big industries and bulk consumers for the township. So these are the need of 33 by 11 kV substation for the supplying the electric power. For the economy, it is step up in the switchyard of the generating systems with the high capacity step up power transformer of 11 kV to 132 kV or 220 kV or 33 kV, etc. Power receiving substation is 132 kV substation. Next, 33 by 11 kV substation equipments. Which are the main equipment required in 33 by 11 kV substation? The main equipment are listed as given below. First, as the power transformer, lightning arrestor, instrument transformer, ST fuse, isolator, insulator, control relay panel, substation transformer, capacitor bank, battery and battery charger, circuit breaker. So these are the component which is required for 33 kV by 11 kV substation. Next, battery chargers. We have to see the diagram representation for the battery chargers as shown in that diagram. Then DC supply are used for the battery charger systems, as DC point of the battery charger directly fit to the contact. Then here the battery source are the connected is considered as the resistance ammeter voltmeter for the measurement purpose of the voltage and the current, and then the battery charger point is directly fit to the motor point. Here the insulator are the connected for the continuity of the supply as well as the discontinuity of the supply. Now we have to see the procedure. Preparation of the electrolyte: add slowly H2SO4 into the glass containing distilled water and the streak by the clean wooden streak or by the glass rod. Mind well as the negative ion on case of the water should be added to the H2SO4. Measure by the hygrometer and specify the gravity of the electrolyte. It should be 1.5 for the first filling of the battery. Pour powers of the electrolyte in the battery in sufficient quantity and covering the battery plates and above the 15 mm. Positive and negative terminals are connected to the positive and negative terminal of DC supply as shown in diagram. So positive terminal are connected to the DC source as well as negative terminal are connected to the DC source of the supply as shown in that diagram. Rheostat is connected in the circuit used to adjust the correct voltage to the battery supply. So rheostat is also connected as shown in that diagram. Then method of the battery charging: first constant current method and second one as the constant voltage method. Constant current method is adopted for the initial charging of the battery. In such system, current is kept constant during the charging system, and this is done by course in the fine control. Next, the constant voltage method is also popular. In this method, the initial charging current is the high, but it reduces the battery gets the discharge as well as the charging and discharging position. As the charging is the continuous, gassing around the cell is produced. So that things are required for the battery chargers. So which are the main component of the battery chargers? As the positive and negative electrodes which are directly fed to the DC supply source, and rheostat are connected in the circuit for adjust the proper current and voltage to the battery supply. And electrolyte add the slowly to the H2SO4 into the glass containing the distilled water and stirring by the clean wooden streak or the glass rod as shown in that diagram, and then ammeter and voltmeter which are connected for the battery source, and we can easily see the how many current by the ammeter and how many voltage by the voltmeters. Next, dielectric test for the motorized of the 100 kilovolt, as that is known as the breakdown voltage also. Then we have to start the testing. First of all, the oil sample is the prepare. Sample oil is the drain off from the transformer. First, physically and chemically clean the sampling tube is required for this test, that is the dielectric test of the oil testing of transformer also. Take care that this sample of the oil is not to be exposed to air unit, and the sample achieve the room temperature where the testing is to be carried out. So first, preparation of the apparatus. Electrode of the test cell are to be clean and dry. Pour the little oil and swirl it around the cell, and it is away from this bowl, and then repeat this is 2 to 3 times. So that procedure are the repeated as the electrode test is cell are in clean and dried, and pour the little oil. Pour the little oil and the swirl it is the cell and the pour it away. So we have to repeat that things 2 to 3 times. Finally, pour the oil test in the test cell of the 40 mm above the electrode and let it become still to 10 minutes. This permit the air bubble to the escape. Next, preparation of the cell. The cell has selected as the IS 6792 or 10172, that is the cell number is the IS number. Then we have to select the cell and see the spare electrode as well as the polish totally from the scratch or any minute damages. So we have to clean the cell, adjust the gap between the spare electrode near about 2.5 mm and check the gauge. So this is the procedure for the dielectric testing. We will test in our lab. So dielectric test kit is available in our lab. We will take the procedure as well as reading of the dielectric test. Near about 30 kV per mm dielectric strength as the natural dielectric testing are the required. So we will test the dielectric of the transformer oil in our lab. Now we have to see the repeat the point of the battery charger systems is there. Battery charger and main component of that battery charger as rheostat, then battery source as well as the DC source are the required. Positive and negative electrode H2SO4 which is containing the distilled water, and then straight by the clean wooden stick on glass rod. So these are the main things which is required for the battery charger systems. And 4 electrode in the battery, sufficient quantity covering the battery plate and above the 15 mm. Positive and negative terminals are connected to the positive and negative terminal of the DC supply. So these are the main things which is required for the battery chargers. Constant current method is adopted for the initial charging of the battery. In such system, the current is kept constant during the charging, and this is done by the course and the fine control. The constant voltage method is the popular. In these systems, the initial charging current is the high, but the reduce the battery get charged, and the charging systems is the required. Now we have to see the main component of the 33 by 11 kV substation: power transformer, lightning arrestor, instrument transformer, ST fuse, insulator, then control relay panel, then station transformer, capacitor bank, battery charger, and circuit breaker. These are the main component of the 33 by 11 kV substation. So this main component installed in that substation for the continuity of supply as well as the protection of that equipments. Thank you, students.